This is the chippy that was saved by Indonesians in the heart of central London. Get your asses over here immediately.
Masakan Indonesia, datanglah ke Warung Nusantara.
I love Indonesian food, I'm gonna say straight away. Guys, I've never had a rendang like this ever before. Oh, it's just so comforting, so much warmth. Absolutely delicious. I could eat here every day. What's happening, guys? We're trying some Indonesian food in London because we miss our time out in the great archipelago and we needed some of those wonderful flavors. So we've trekked into central London to a very special place called Warung Nusantara. Now this place is as authentic as it gets and it's made primarily as a bit of a cafeteria for any of the Indonesians in the area that want some authentic food. I'm told staff from the Indonesian embassy in the UK come here regularly because this is the most authentic taste of Indonesia that they're gonna get. And I absolutely love this story. Do you know why? Because Warung Nusantara actually came in, swooped in and saved what was effectively a flailing fish and chip shop. This chippy in central London was a bit dingy, going out of business, no one really wanted to come here, and these guys basically came in, took over a few months ago and turned it into an Indonesian establishment, and it's thriving now. It's a completely thriving business, and what makes it even better is they stayed loyal to the fish and chip establishment. If you can see up there, fish bone is still up there. If you go inside, there's deep frying pots that they'd have and all the basically material and machinery that you'd have in a chippy, and they've used that to adjust their menu. They've embraced that identity. So they've basically got Indonesian catfish and chips that they have on the menu, but they've also got the really authentic dishes like the baksos and the Ayam penyets that we love. We're gonna go in there and try it all out. Let's go. What's your favorite dish on the menu?
Sop buntut and rawon. Because I'm from East Java.
Why is Warung Nusantara so special?
For the first is cheap price and the taste is authentic from Indonesia, whole of Indonesia. This is the special from us.
Which special people have come to your restaurant?
Actually, our target market is student because student they have not a lot of money and then they always miss home like this one.
To all the Indonesian students here or any Indonesians that feel lonely, sad, miss home cooking, what do you have to say to them?
So, kalau kamu kangen atau kamu rindu masakan Indonesia, datanglah ke Warung Nusantara. If you miss Indonesian food, come to Warung Nusantara.
This time for a proper, authentic, culinary Indonesian experience here in the heart of central London, thousands of miles away from the archipelago. We are going to start with the one and only sop buntut, which is basically a stew. There's tomatoes in there, there's carrots in there, there's good brothy, watery layer in there, and crucially, it's oxtail that's inside this brilliant thing. I think you'll remember we had something similar in Cafe Batavia all those episodes ago. Right, here we go. Oh my god. The oxtail is not boneless. Do not be deceived. But it's so fundamentally flavoursome. Oh, it's just so comforting. So much warmth. And all the potatoes, cabbage, stew bits in there. Unbelievable. I can't actually get over how delicious this stew is. Oh my god. That's unbelievable. It's like a vegetable taste, a meaty taste, but a really deep, rich umami taste that follows. Oh wow, I can eat that all day. Now, I'm gonna move to the second soupy style dish. This one is basically a stew, but it's also got meatballs in it, noodles in it, two different types of noodles actually, vermicelli noodles and egg noodles. And of course, you'll remember the bakso is made with tapioca starch and mincemeat. And this is of course Barack Hussein Obama's favorite Indonesian dish, or one of them at least, from when he spent time there. Let's go. You know, When you have some flavor experiences in your tongue and you just fundamentally are unwilling to believe that you are in the UK, it does not feel like I'm in London. It feels like I'm in the heart of Indonesia once again. Bakso's delicious, stew's delicious, deep, again, umami flavor, but not too spicy. Weirdly quite subtle for an Indonesian dish. All right, now we're gonna go for the rendang. I must say, this is unlike any other rendang I've seen before, in the sense that it's not really that red. It looks quite light in color, a little bit creamy. And on the side, there's this vegetably mix. I think that's a bit of jackfruit with some what looks like beans. It looks very, very good. So we're gonna get a little bit of that. We're gonna get a little bit of the rice. Here we go. Oh my god. Guys, I've never had a rendang like this ever before. Indonesian, Malaysian, whatever you want to call it, but no rendang I've had has tasted as good as this. This is fundamentally delicious and a completely different take on the way I've tried it before. I love the little jackfruit and beans on the side. The meat on the rendang as well, crucially, has got a lovely tendery, but also a little bit leathery as well. The consistency is fantastic. Exactly how a good rendang should be. I love it. Honestly, that is a meal fit for a king. And next up is the pekel lele. I have no idea if I pronounced that correctly. And why I'm really happy about this dish is because this dish represents the infusion of Warung Nusantara and the fish and chip shop that this used to be. Because look, it's a deep fried fish, but this is an Indonesian fish. It's a catfish. Have you ever seen a fish like this before? I know this will be off-putting to some people who aren't used to having more exotic kinds of fish, but to me, a catfish is unbelievable. We're gonna go in. This is served with some cucumbers, a little bit of lettuce, and of course, crucially, a bit of tempeh. You guys know, this is a wonderful vegan superfood that they absolutely love in Indonesia, and is very slowly starting to become popularized in the West. Tempeh, bit of fish. Honestly, for me, it's almost impossible to get deep fried fish wrong. It's the best thing ever. But this catfish has got such a wonderful texture, really, really good deep flavor as well. And it's so crispy. It just disintegrates in your mouth. I love it. Next up is the gourami bakar, which is basically an Indonesian gourami fish, marinated in soy sauce and all sorts of other spices and flavors, as you can see from this dish. Look, there's spring onion on there, there's crispy onions, comes with a bolt of rice, a little bit of lettuce, and of course, the one and only tempeh. So, without further ado, let's get stuck in, baby. Oh my God, look at that fish. That looks absolutely delicious. There's gonna be some bones in there. I'm just gonna have to firm them. Let's go. Oh, that lovely deep umami flavor of the soy. Very, very spicy actually. I wasn't expecting it to be that spicy, but almost a long-lasting, slow-release spice kick. Just like your wife, I normally hate fish as well, but that's unbelievable.
Nanti next dia besar, aku pengen jadi artis selalu. Aku bisa kayak gini misalnya.
Oh my God. Extremely flavoursome. The texture is wonderful, crispy on the outside and super flaky and warm on the inside, with the fish that works unbelievably well. I'm gonna get a little bit of the tempeh. I'm gonna dunk the tempeh inside the sambal, which is meant to be blow your head off spicy. Let's go.
Ada yang 800, ada yang 500, 800 loh.
Yeah, that's extremely spicy, but wonderful. Again, merging fish and chip culture with Indonesian food. Bang, Warung Nusantara was born. Time to move on to a little bit of chicken. They've got some good old fried chicken here as well. And as you guys know, Indonesian fried chicken is one of my favorite. Cast your mind back to the Ayam penyet we had on the streets of Jakarta, which almost put us in hospital. The good thing about this is some deep fried anchovies here that come with the chicken, of course, the classic Indonesian style. Let's get a little bit of the rice and the chicken. Here we go. Oh my God. I don't know what it is about that chicken that always hits me. It's not that spicy, not that flavoursome, but it's the way in which that they fry it and that little crispy coating, the little crispy exterior that it comes with, that always raises the game and boosts it up a notch. I'm gonna get a little bit of this. I'm gonna go back into the sambal. Wish me luck. Tempe on the side. We don't deserve this in London, I'll be honest with you. We just don't deserve this. It's that tasty. Alright guys, finally, in terms of the main meals, we're gonna slap some Ayam penyet. So again, this is another form of deep fried Indonesian chicken, but this is layered with a hell of a lot of chili sauce. This is the spicy one. Again, cast your mind back to Jakarta when Brash almost went to hospital because he couldn't handle the spice. Well, guess what? We're doing it again, this time in London City. Let's go. Again, a little bit of that fried chicken, which they cook in their massive basin of oil that they have to fry all their fish and chips. Because remember, this place used to be a chippy. Let's go. Bismillah.
Dia loh dari umur 3 tahun sampai umur 9 tahun 70 piala loh. Ini yang
so spicy, but I think that might be the best bite I had. So delicious and so Moorish, so umami, but fundamentally unbelievable. You're gonna end up in hospital again. Again. You're just making up. You're rewriting history.
Ini apa bayar apa enggaknya? Aku nggak tahu loh perjanjiannya di sama anaknya. Ada bayarnya Pak? Enggak. Oh. Tapi akan oke. Ya udah.
Unbelievable.
Oke, yuk.
It looks so basic,
Apa?
right? But there's something about the way they fry it and then crush it that adds levels of flavor.
Need to mention that they've also got teh tarik, our favorite drink from our trip to the east. So wonderfully refreshing, creamy. We're having it hot this time around, but it's very, very good. Next up is the bakwan. This is effectively an Indonesian fritter, almost like an Indonesian pakora really. They've got a series of vegetables in here, and again, they deep fry it in that massive oil that's just frying all different types of fish all day. We're gonna get that pakora, and we're gonna slap it inside the sambal. I could eat here every day. That is genuinely just a spongy comfort pillow with the most endearing flavors, and then the sambal gives it that elite kick. Lastly guys, we're gonna finish with a little bit of Indonesian dessert called pukis. Again, homemade and authentic. This is basically almost battered coconut dumpling, and it's topped off with a little bit of chocolate. I mean, this is literally a taste of Indonesian street food at its finest. Wow. I love that very much. I love how the Indonesians love using sprinkled chocolate as well. I feel like they did that in the martabak that we had back in Jakarta. That's their way of having chocolate, and it just melts really nicely. Very, very delicious, very dense, quite bready, but fundamentally delicious.
Indonesia, we'll be back very soon.
Teaser. Guys, this is the chippy that was saved by Indonesians in the heart of central London. Get your asses over here immediately.